What's the point of living, going to work, coming back home, sitting on a sofa, only to wake up and do the same thing over and over again? You're forcing yourself to be depressed, and then you wonder why you're depressed.
Bring you up.
Welcome all you new subscribers. I just wanted to tell you, like, everybody online are getting it wrong. You know, going to the gym, going to this place here around you that you see that I go to, that I have been going to since I was a kid. I think I come all the way into a gym and just because I somehow force myself mentally to want to be in here. No, I don't force myself to be in here. No, absolutely not. I come in here because I want to be here. The same way I like eating good food, I like being with a good woman, I like going out in nice clothes because it's nice, it feels good. And to be honest with you, I have a company that I run Monday to Friday. It's a company where there's only one employee, me, one. There's just one. Okay, so that means I have to get the work done. No one's gonna tell me to get the work done. No one's gonna stand there and say, hey, Simon, come on, you gotta get this done today. No, I get it done. Otherwise, the customers will say, hey, where are my products? What's going on? So I get it done every morning. You know, I drive my little girl to daycare and I get home and I sit there and I miss her all the time. I miss being out. I can take any of these days and just take my fishing rod and go outside and fish all day, but I don't. So I reward myself with doing what I love doing in here. I like being in here. If you don't like being in a room like this one, sweating your ass off, what's the point? Why are you doing it? How about instead of going to the gym and lifting weights because everybody tells you that lifting weights is the thing to do, and you see all of these transformation videos online and think, oh, I want to have a transformation too. How about having a transformation that makes you smile? Because you're not smiling right now, are you? So how about you pick something that you like? Have you ever dreamt of playing badminton? Go play fucking badminton. You feel like playing volleyball? Go play that. You dream of the days when you used to play football, American football with your friends? Go do that again. Grab a few mates of yours from high school, call them up even though you haven't talked to them for 5 years and say, guys, come on, let's have a reunion game. And then when you do that, ask them, hey guys, want to come back next Saturday again? You like swimming? You ever thought about being like, you know, all these swimmers? Go to the nearest pool and say, hey, what's the membership fee? You like boxing? Go and say, hey, what's the membership fee? It's 2023. Every freaking place has a membership fee. You just pay. There's a coach waiting for you. I don't understand why you guys make it about motivation. I don't have the motivation because you're trying to force yourself to do something you don't like. I've seen this. I'm 42 years old and I've trained since I was 4. So for the last 38 years, I've seen everybody make this mistake. I've seen my friends, my peers, my teachers, my colleagues, everybody I meet make this mistake. They say, oh, you know what? I don't have motivation. What's the point of living, going to work, coming back home, sitting on a sofa, only to wake up and do the same thing over and over again? You're forcing yourself to be depressed, and then you wonder why you're depressed. None of you are going to do it. Even though I say this, you're not going to do it. You take a few % of the time of each day when you work out doing the thing you like doing. It matters that you do something rather than nothing. Don't you get that? You're going to wither away and be in a grave and nothing will have happened in your life. You didn't go where you wanted to go. You didn't do what you wanted to do. You didn't see what you wanted to see. You didn't spend time with the people you wanted to be with. You did none of the things that you wanted. You didn't create anything. You didn't have any enjoyment. You learned nothing. And to be honest with you, I don't know what you're doing here. I don't have a fantastic life. I'm not one of those gurus online that is like rich and has everything in the world and is going to brag about that. But I can promise you one thing, for all of my life, I have suffered the same things that all you men and women out there suffer, and I have had a smile on my face. So how come I smile? Maybe because I wasn't willing to do some of the things that you are willing to do, because it cost more than it was worth. Having that house, those cars, those things, all of those things that mean nothing, those clothes that mean nothing, all of the doings that you are doing and all of the showings that you are showing people mean nothing, because at the end of the day you sleep miserable, whereas I sleep happy with a smile on my face. Why do I get to do that and you don't? I'm not smarter than you, stronger than you, more intelligent, more knowledgeable. I am nothing more than you are. Why did I get to enjoy that? I come from a refugee camp as a child with a mother and father that had nothing other than their clothes. Literally, that's all they had. So how come I achieved happiness and you did not? Because you're listening to this, so I'm guessing you are not happy. Otherwise, what are you searching for here? Why are you listening to me then? So how about you actually do something that I haven't seen for 38 years? I've seen nobody admit it. I'm not going to say nobody. Some people have, and I'm happy for them. But there are fewer than need be. Out of 100 people, 1 or 2 people admit it and say, you're all right, I'm not happy, I'm going to change this. Why just 1 or 2 people? I don't want it to be that way. I want it to be the other way around. I want it to be 98 people who did it and 1 or 2 who didn't. I would be content with that, knowing that most people actually achieve what they want. The surfer who wanted to be a businessman laid down his board and actually went and started a company and started a business instead. And the businessman who was so miserable in his life actually laid down the briefcase and went and picked up a surfboard instead. Because honestly, if you ask me, both the beach bum who wanted to be a businessman and the businessman who wanted to be a beach bum, both equally unsuccessful. Because having money and all that stuff, what does it matter if you're a businessman who wanted to be a beach bum and live your life on the beach with a guitar? Well, you didn't do it apparently. In my view, success is doing what your heart feels like doing. If you want to be a beach bum with a smile, drawing little texts in the sand in the morning before you go on your first wave, well then, that's success, because that's what you said you were going to do. And if you said you were going to be a millionaire with a business and 10 cars, is that what you're doing? Then you're not successful. You literally just do what you set out a goal, achieve it, that's success. And you set down the goal. No one sets it for you. You say what you're going to do. You say, I'm going to own 5 suits. Great. Do you? No. Well, then you haven't succeeded. You say, I don't want too many clothing. I just want 1 set of clothing. I want to be a minimalist. Are you doing that? No, I have a lot of clothes. Well, then you failed. Literally. Doesn't matter up or down, plus, minus, rich, poor, whatever you are. If you're not what you said, you haven't succeeded. So don't come to me and tell me, oh, why haven't I succeeded? You already know that better than yourself. My only question is, why do you accept it? I don't understand why you accept it. Just don't accept it. Train, work out, go. You want to play badminton? You want to play basketball? Go play alone. For fuck's sake, play alone if you have to. That's better than not playing at all. I don't have any friends in here training with me right now, but I'm here anyway. Because I finished my work 2 hours early every day. I work harder for 8 hours instead of working slower for 12. That's it. Then I get my 2 hours extra. Making a video for you to me instead of going and doing it yourself. I'm not some God-given, talent here. I'm just a normal flesh and blood person just like you. Why am I doing it? I don't get that. I wish that I could somehow reach out to you, grab you by the neck and say, come on, man, wake up. Yeah, just wake the fuck up, man. You're withering away like some leaf in the fall. It's just fucking depressing. That is depressing. That's depressing me. Come on, man. You gotta wake up, man. Go do something rather than nothing, will you? Go do something. Whatever it is. If you come and tell me tomorrow that you want to do boxing, I'd say, good for you, man. I'll support you any way I can. If you come to me and say you want to do Ashihara karate, I'll say, fucking hell, man, go get your black belt. Even get your red stripe too. come on, you can do this. I'll support you any way I can. You know, like, but I won't support you sitting in the sofa watching me saying, oh, this guy's cool, look at that. I could do that too if I wanted to. You couldn't do it because you don't want to. Don't say you could. If you wanted to, you would. I promise you, you would. You would. I know you would, because I'm not better than you. You are equally as good as I am at anything you want to achieve. You just don't want it. You want to think that you want it for a little while so it feels good inside and then go on about your day doing nothing. You've just given up. And I'm trying to wake you up and shake you up somehow from another country, from a computer, from a little cell phone, online, from a YouTube channel. I'm trying to reach out to you somehow and shake you and wake you. But if I were there, I'd knock on your door and shake you and wake you literally, physically. I'd say, come on, man, we're going out. Stop this shit. You got 1 hour every day. I'm coming back at 2:30 every day. We're going to go out for an hour. Done. Tell your family. Come on. I'd do it. I'd literally do it. I don't understand. Why am I here training and you're not? Why am I in here happy and content with my body and you're not? You know, why do I force myself, you know, to enjoy other meals that don't make me fat while you eat your pasta and feel ashamed afterward? Why? Because we both know you feel ashamed afterward. You're tucking your belly in and you're ashamed of it. Why do you do that? I don't understand. What does it give you? Is weakness so much worth that you grasp onto it so hard? Let it go. Embrace being strong. Don't you want that for your children? Don't you want to show them that dad is going to be around for a long time? He's not going to die of some heart failure? Don't you want that? I really don't know what to say. I'm 42. So for 38 years, I've lived in rooms and gyms like this. And I refuse to let it go. It just feels so good being in here. Like I see the whole area. And when you see that, I don't know what you see, but what I see is all the hard, sweaty sessions we have here. When I see these weights, all of these laid out here that I'm working out with, I don't know what you see. Maybe you see like, oh no, that's daunting and scary. But for me, I feel, you know, the lactic acids running through my muscles the day previous. And I remember that feeling. So I want it even more because it feels so good. It feels good to be strong. It feels good to do this. It feels really good. I promise you. And if you had it, you would never let it go again. I just wish you guys were here with me. Go train, man. Go train something. I'm going to support you however I can. Like if you do boxing and you want to know something, I'll tell you whatever I know about boxing. You want to know about the things that I know the best, which is wrestling, MMA, submission wrestling, and Muay Thai. You want to know that? I'll blurt out anything, everything I know. Or fitness, gym work, hypertrophy, diet, you know, cutting weight for fights, things like that, which I know well. But you got to do something. I'm not going to do this if you guys are just being lazy out there, man. It's not motivating me to motivate you if I know you're not going to be motivated. Well, you got to wake the fuck up sometime. Okay? So for those of you out there who are doing it, good job. Feel proud. You deserved it. You earned it. And for those of you who are, you know, not doing it, reach out. That's the best advice I can say. Reach out. Talk to someone. Figure out what is the blockage in your head. Because I promise you there's a blockage somewhere. Something is blocking you. Remove that blockage so you can get access to the happiness in your life of running and skipping and sweating, which you are meant to do. You know, in whatever sport that is. I'm not some advocate of do my sport, no other. No, do whatever you like. Bro, if you want to follow my channel, which is a martial arts lifestyle channel, and all you want to get from it is some motivation, then do that. Because whether you play basketball or fighting, we all motivate each other all the time. It's still the same kind of motivation. That's why you see athletes following other athletes within other sports. Like I follow Mike Tyson a lot. I'm not a purebred boxer like he is, you know, but he's a fighter, and I can relate to that. He's an athlete. When he does his sit-ups and push-ups and, you know, squats, when he does all those, he goes through the same thing I go through. The same with a swimmer. When a swimmer does his cardio, he goes through the same bullshit that I go through when I do my cardio and fighting. Like mentally, it's the same bullshit, man. So, yeah, I don't know what to say, man. I just wish you all the best, really. I wish I could shake you up and wake you up, but I can't. It's not gonna stop me from trying, though. Train hard, fight easy.